So this here is part 4. Now, do you see why some of our ladies, when it's time to get married, they only want to get married to money and not get married to people or men who will be able to take care of them, be with them, nurture them, help them grow and all that. They don't get married to a place they can stay committed to. They get married to money and not, and you look close at that situation, realize that there's no love, there's no affection, and when they move into those scenarios, because they got married to marry, yes, money, yes, the money is there, but you're not there's no connection, there's no affection, there's no love, there's no intimacy. And because these things are absent in a marriage, they are forced to do other things. They are forced to break their marital vows, which also comes with its own problems on the marriage, and which even has the power to even affect those children who have come out of that kind of marriage. Why? Because they have been programmed to take care of certain people. So that's all, the only thing in their mind. And so I'm telling you, is a lot of those things that were said to you, some of your parents kept telling you those things constantly. It is programming. It's not true. So you look at it closely when a lot of our ladies are getting married to money and not a place where they can stay loved, and not a place where they can stay committed. When you talk about marriage, you see, you have to be with the right person to even start committing. Yeah, you have to be with the right person. The love has to be there. The intimacy has to be there. For you to even start committing to it, that I'm going to stay only here, I'm not going anywhere. A lot of people are not getting married to that. They're just getting married to money because there's this programming in their mind that I'm supposed to carry the burden of these people. And a lot of them have done strange things, which is also carrying a different type of problem if there are children in that setup. The breaking of the marriage vows comes with its own problems. And then we are hearing a lot on social media. People are giving birth outside and are doing this and are doing this. Probably the people they are giving birth outside with are the men they actually love, but because of this mindset of money, getting married to money, get married to money, get married to money, they were forced to leave those people and get married to money. But now that they've gotten the money, they are going back to where their heart really belongs. And see, I keep saying that the problems we are facing in the community, in the society, a lot of the problems we are seeing spring up. You go deep down, you look at it closely, it's a vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle which has to be broken at some point. So that's why I'm taking the pains to go into some of these things and talk about some of these things. Not that these are things people don't know, but nobody wants to talk about them. These are things people know. These are things that have to be spoken about from some of the pulpits to awaken the people, to make them aware. And so I take the pains to come here and share with you. This is still a Christian channel. So that as you are coming of age, if you see, some of these things I've talked about even in this series, if you are not aware of it, now you know. So what are you going to do about it? Now you are aware. Now you've seen the truth. Now light has been shined on certain issues, certain problems we are facing. What are you going to do about it? It's very important. I can come back to the living of a wise man leaving an inheritance for his children's children. Wise man or woman or whatever, leaving an inheritance for your children's children. And then when you look down here, and I use Ghana for example, a lot of people want to work in the government sector till they retire. I don't believe in that thing. I don't believe in it. You look at it closely. Everybody wants a government job where they can stay for the rest of their years. A secure job they can work for the rest of their years. It's not one. If you want to build an inheritance for your children's children, I'm telling you. When are you going to break out? After working for some time, at certain places. When are you going to start your own thing? When are you going to do your own thing? When are you going to do something with your hands? When are you going to exercise that ability, that gift, that special thing, that thing God has put inside of you? When are you going to express? When are you going to show it? When are you going to share it with the world? When? Now, to be able to start something on your own, with your own hands, one of the things you have to do is break this thing, this timid mindset a lot of us are raised with. You have to break it. I'm telling you. And if you've looked closely down here, every time you want to start something that people have not done before, people who are not even taking the first step towards that thing are quick to say it will not work. You face a lot of pushback here when you try to start something that nobody has even tried before. There's a lot of pushback from the community because nobody has done it, nobody has thought of it, nobody has even imagined it. And they are quick to push back against it and say, it will not work, it will not work. That's all they say. See, the people who are saying it's not going to work have not even tried it before. They are not even taking the first step towards achieving that thing, towards implementing that thing. We are quick to say it won't work. The whole community, it won't work. So be able to do something, be able to build something here. I'm telling you, even being able to express yourself through the gifts, talents, and God-given abilities, you need a lot of self-confidence to do that. You need a lot of self-confidence to do that. And then you look at closely where a lot of people have been compromised. You look at it closely, it's the way we have been raised to think in a certain way. So everybody wants to be small. Everybody wants to hide in their small corner, People are not able, even when it comes to thinking big and being able to use our imaginative abilities, a lot of us are compromised even in that department because of this same thing I'm talking about, how we are raised, the culturally, traditionally, the custom, some areas and aspects of it. It congratulates timid people. It congratulates people who are always, what word would I even use? I'm telling you, if you're going to go out there, start something nobody has started ever before in your family. Some of you in your family, there are certain things that have never happened before. The very moment you try to do it, people will come out and say it will not work. Meanwhile, they have never tried it before. It's going to take a lot of confidence to do it. But if you still have this programming, they program you since childhood to be timid, to always hide, not be able to stand for yourself. I don't know how you're going to achieve some of those things. But some of those things, God has foreordained you to fulfill and work in them. God has foreordained you to be even the first person, the starter of those kind of things, those kind of ideas, because what? He wants you to preserve the coming generations. I don't know how you are going to do it. If you don't break this thing, this thing that causes a lot of us to be timid and not be able to speak out because everybody else has kept quiet. I don't know how you are going to do it. So that's why I'm speaking about it, I'm talking about it. Why don't you have a lot of our youth trying to start something, do something new, start something that nobody has thought of before? A lot of them are already defeated with this timid mindset because people will tell you it will not work. People who are even older than you will tell you it will not work. Meanwhile, they've not tried it before. And so if you have not broken this ceiling, if you've not broken that ceiling, that causes us to be limited and held back from the culture, tradition, customs angle, you will not be able to implement anything. Thank you once again. This is still ChristWithoutBorders. This is the last part.